Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our exploits into Warptorio, and as you can see, we are still on the same world. Things are flowing in nicely, coal is buffering up, so not that much to complain about. One thing I want to get done this episode is try to do a better setup for this. Things not flowing in fast enough, so let's just see if we can't fix some of that right away. Just gonna move a bit of stone by hand since our rails kinda stopped working, but let's try and do a different setup here. I'm quite sure the middle area is for the beacon, and I'm not really interested in getting that just yet, so we might just leave it for a little while and just keep this clear. And the reason for that is then we can move a lot of this and do a bit cleaner setup. So let's see here. We'll do this. We'll move these two up to, let's say, right here instead. Do the same with these two right here. And then we can pretty much just let this go straight up and take whatever it needs. And we can add more onto it. So right now we'll just do 4 in of these. And then we'll see if we might buffer, what's it called, or take more copper as well. Let's do the same over here. Let's just remove these, get these straight across if we want things to come in this way. Kinda want stone to flow in. And we can just use the same chests. That seems very efficient. So let's get some stone in, so we don't have any of that missing. Stone bricks might also be something we want to move up, so we have both flowing in. So normal stone on one side and stone brick on the other one. So let's just do this. Could actually do the same setup here, but yeah, for now this is fine. So these two buffer ones we kind of want to copy just over here. Let's do it a bit back, so 1, 2, and then we'll do 2 stone. Here and here, might actually do a requester instead, just because that makes it a bit easier to control. And then we kind of have to deconstruct. Oh, did those two completely wrong. Back there, please. Oh, they moved so much stone so fast. But that's just the way it goes when you forget things once in a while. So let's just help these two out a bit. Just throw it in here. Pick you up and get a few inserters to throw it into upstairs pretty much. There we are. So now we have stone and brick flowing up here as well. At a nice pace. Seems mostly stone is flowing in. Oh, another achievement. So that is actually fine. It's because we have no stone. Or request from buffer chests, please. That should solve that one. Request from buffer both of these. And now we have things flowing up top. Why? Oh, that was wonder how I got that set up. Oh well, that's hopefully solved now. So let's see if we can't set up some more things. We have productivity going. Might need some more, and I kind of want a bigger factory floor. Harvest. Most of things are harvest. I'm not quite sure how much this one does. But we most definitely need to set up a better production cycle for a lot of this. So that means moving a lot of things around and maybe taking this part as well and start to make things down here. So let's just remove these 4. Don't think that's gonna be overly problematic. Oh, except that they cut the entire power cycle. So somewhat problematic. Well, but yeah, let's see if we can't use this for some things. We now have productivity 2 as well, and I kind of want to make a few of those just to get what's it called, better productivity in this. I think that might be good. And yeah, can we just steal a few if we do this? That's a long crafting time, but we can just call it as we see it. So let's just make a tier 2 one right here. For now, I would like for you to be tier 2. I don't really want to request anything, I just kind of want to throw in what needs to make it, because then we can go get it later. That's because they are quite expensive, we don't need that many at the moment. But what is it we do need? Electronic circuits can't keep up. So we might want to make some more of these. Or just give them some better machines to work with. So it's pretty much just a supply issue. Could get buffer chests to deliver whatever surplus we have to these. Or we could just expand it out, getting a few more. So what if we just put down one right here? No, it's not the best setup and we really need to clean this out. But for now, I think it does the job well enough. In terms of these, I kind of want to change the way these work. Right now they're producing quite a lot. I don't think it's needed for them to produce that much. That's just because all our solar is downstairs. So let's research this the next time. And yeah, get that up and running. So we can work towards our rocket modules and other things we just need. We could also set up a smelting area up here for all the resources we bring in. I think it would be a better way to sort this. Pretty much the same with this. So just buffer things in storage chests that comes in like we do with everything else. What do you guys think? Is that a good solution? I think it might be, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. We'll have to figure out a good solution for this. Let's just throw in a few down here. These are our Achilles heel right now. Oh, they're producing so slow. So we might just set up a few more of those, because that is what's holding us back. This is just missing. Oh, it's missing stone. Bricks. And of course we're not taking any out because of that one. There we are. That was a horrible way to do it. But it should be fine. We just kind of need to get everything up and running again, because we are running quite low on things. Which is a bit of a problem, to be honest. But the solution is always just throw more things at it. And that should solve a lot of the problems. None of this is really needed. We just kind of need to pump out a ton of circuit. And we just need to design a way to do it efficiently. So screen circuits is not the problem anymore. It's pretty much just production science. So let's just move this somewhere else where we can do a few more at the same time. Let's just take it over here. Maybe right there. Do 1, 2 of you. And then we'll see how much we need to get it completely operational. The reason why I left the room here is for the pipes. Though I think that might change in the future as well. Let's see here, things are flowing in nicely. Should get delivered ones for these as well. And then we just kind of need to expand this production as well. Pretty much just do this times one more. Can it fit in right there? Right next to it? I think it can. So let's do that. Hopefully it can supply all the things we need. Because it does look like we have a nice surplus of items. We're missing walls. But we're still building up a surplus of military science. So it should be fine. Should be fine, trademarked. But let's see here. How much stone do we have? Quite a bit. It should be good enough for the future. But we do need to get coal up here as well. And there's quite a lot of things we need to fix, to be honest. So let's just do this for now. Let's just steal a bit of coal this way. And then set it up in just a minute so it moves by itself. But all the labs are running. That is pretty much my main goal right now, is to get all of that up and running. And other than that, I think things should be fine. Yeah. Not too shabby if I say so myself. We could do a better setup of this one. I think, what is it? 1 to 6 we need. This needs 4 every 6 seconds. This one produces 2 or 4 every second, so 1 to 6. So in theory we should be able to do a lot better setup than this. Let's see if we can just make one with belts. That could actually be quite fun to do. Where is my... Let's place on one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just move it back a bit. I'm just doing this to get the robots to deliver them to us. So we have some on us. And where should we make it? Could remove these 2. I don't think they're overly needed anymore. Please deconstruct that. It should be easy enough to set up again. And then let's do a simple setup somewhere. Or just do a few more of these. I'm not quite sure how we should clean this up, guys, without making a huge mess. So let's see here. We're using that for smelting. Could move that somewhere else. But that just means we have to transport more things up and down. This all working fine. Things are filling up nicely. So we should actually just make more of these. And more of these. So let's do the simple solution. 1, 2, 3. Just remove this power pole. And see if our system can handle this many things. That's more red circuits at least. That's going to be needed down here. This one is going to be needing... yeah, it is pretty much just red circuits and green circuits we need. So a few setups of those should make it all good. And right now I'm just kind of throwing, what's it called, logistics out the window. And just setting it up to produce things. And then we'll figure it out in a bit. But how's it going outside? The pollution clearing ability is very nice. It has saved our butts quite a lot. And now these are also full. So we should actually set up some way of transporting this down or just smelting it all up here. But if you go down here, we'll come out right there, and then we can actually take it down to over here, just jumping across. And let's actually do that. How far can you go? Almost entire range. So let's take down an entire belt of what's it called? Iron to down here. And get it all put into chests. So let's see here. Red belt, thank you, this way. And go in there. They're going across, they're going down here, they're going into this one. Now we just need to get them out. Not quite sure how many it needs, but I'm guessing 2 won't be enough. But that will at least give us something for the robots to do down here. And I think 4 might be enough to sort this out. I'm just looking at the stone brick supply, since we weren't really producing any below ground anymore, or almost none. So really need to fix our smelting setup. It can't keep up with the amount of resources we are pulling in. And that actually is a bit of an issue. But it could also mean that we should start to move things around a bit. But in what way? Could actually just throw in a few more smelters like these around the place. Because if we do it right here and just fit them in a few times here, can be so lucky that they'll fit in so easily. Will at least give us more capacity down here. That is just what I'm looking at right now, or looking for even. And we're making any steel ones up here? Or did we dismantle that again? Whoops, power lines. Why are you without power? Ain't that a bit strange? Oh, it was. It should get power if I do that. Or it's just because I was ghost placing. There we are. So hopefully that means that everything will start to work and produce a lot more for us. Because everything can keep out nicely now, we just need to produce it in larger quantities. And we need to figure out what to do up here. Could be a nice smeltery column. Yeah, that's actually what we're gonna do. Let's do an old school smeltery, or... yeah, let's do an old school smeltery. It's been a while since we built one of those. So let's see here. What if we just do this? Take a belt right down the middle. And one right here. Then I would like to get some of these. Should have quite a few. 1, 2, 2. Here. And I'd like to get you 2 behind here and right there. And a belt. Then we'll merge it together with a bit of coal, and then we can actually stop this flowing in. Because we can't handle it anyway. Oh. So let's just do a nice, easy smeltery column over here. And let's take this somewhere instead of that way. That'll just take up too much room, and I kind of want to take it this way instead. Please jump. And go over here. And then we can take in the coal as well, and then all is good. Right there and there. Then let's do this little setup. I know red bed's a bit overkill, so let's go get some yellow ones. Should be making him down here somewhere. Weren't we? Did we remove that setup? Or am I just oh yeah, I was just blind. Sorry about that. There we go. And some of these. And then let's set up an old school smeltery right now. Because we should be able to just copy this one down now a few times. If we add the belt, of course. And get some iron out the other side. To help with the production. Let's do this then. And down this way. Turn you like that and that. Get iron in that way. Let's just do this quickly. Please take some furnaces down here. That's more than enough. And throw it into, oh yeah, can't do it like that. Can remove half of these without anything happening. I think we can. There we go. And then we just need the coal in as well. So let's just split that out right here for now. And then we will hook it up some other time or some other way in the future. There we go. Please jump you in. And hook you up. There we go. So that should make all this work. That means we can get iron down instead over here. And not worry about that mess we have with more things flowing down below and spending another one of our precious rows. So now we just need to go up to one of these and we should be good. Let's just do this. And then we'll kind of have to find some... Ooh, don't want to go in that way, to be honest. Let's take it out here. And let's take you in right there. Flow out right here and then into our system. That is good enough for me. That means a lot more iron and it's all being processed from up here. But most definitely not fast enough. But it will get a bit more done than we had before and increase our productivity by a little bit. About 500 per minute. So that's not bad. Or 500 per 10 minutes. Or 500 per minute. We just got utility science done as well. What else do we need? Can't go for that yet. That is too expensive. We still need to set all the utility science up and running. So what other things is overly needed right now? Carrying size might actually be good. Same with, let's get some movement speed. It's easy to get and we have more than enough resources. I think that should be fine. The other ones we could get and then start to move a bit of defense out to the small castles. We'll also unlock the size of the bridge and the gigafactory floors. Oh, that's needs space science anyway, so that's not overly important right now. But we could just get that while we build up a few things. Let's just get these 3 upgraded. and see if we can't move the defense out there. I think that would be very, very nice. And a few belts, or a few chests even. There we are. That's a lot more iron flowing in. Don't think our system can even handle it at the moment. But that is just what we're doing right now. Not sure this will be worthwhile in terms of space, but that's what we're using at the moment. So back to trying to organize what we want down here. We're still missing advanced circuits. And it's pretty much just because we are not producing it fast enough. One thing I'm thinking of doing, instead of doing a direct insertion, let's just upgrade them all to make this somewhere else and just fly in the things. I think that would help our production a lot. I only did direct insertion since it would lower the amount of logistic robots we need. But if we just increase how much they can move and how fast, to be honest, then we will actually be in a much better situation. So let's see here. Go into the world. Is that many needed? Seems so. We have a lot of things to move. Yeah, we can't keep up with the inputs. That's why. Did not notice that was an issue. And to be honest, we should probably do this. If you see right, we have brick up here. But we should probably set up brick smelting as well at some point. Up here. Having most of our production of those up here, so we don't have two things flowing in, both the stone and the brick, the same way we're doing with steel. I think that could solve a bit of a headache for us in terms of figuring out how to sort it out. So to be honest, let's just do that. I think that'll be easier for me to manage. So let's do... Can't fit like that, but that's not what I want. What if we just take one then? And set it right here on the side. Instead of that one, I want you to do something else. And that is pretty much just make brick. I'd like you to make brick for me. No, not request brick, sorry. Let's get stone, let's get 50 or something like that. And get some coal. 10. That way we should be able to make brick and store it nice and comfortably. Like that. And then we can actually go downstairs and fix a setup down there. Go away. I'd like to get some of where you're at. These. And the reason why I'm not going into what's called electric furnaces yet is that I don't think our power supply can handle it just yet. That is pretty much the main case. So let's also craft a few of where they're at. Should be right here. So we have some for upstairs. So we can fill in the rest here because I think our power might actually need it. There we go. So that at least makes sure that our power doesn't run out anytime soon. Oh yeah, and this was the next thing I was looking at. A better setup for those. Because this is too slow and we could actually almost double our production if I was just a bit more intelligent about my setup. So let's do it like this. I know this just got built, but it's a necessary thing to do. Please take you. let's just make an entire area over here. So make 6, and then we just have one of these pretty much supplying all the copper cable we need. In case they fly at the correct place, that is. And that one. So that should actually be enough to supply all of those. Copper cable. So that's a 6-to-1 ratio. And if they all fly that way, we should be good. Because these shouldn't be requesting any. You can stop requesting them. So can you and you. And I think we have a few down here requesting as well. And you can stop that because you are getting enough from these. So let's just let all this fill up and they'll start to work. And then we have a nice surplus of things. Actually also do it right over here, just giving this a red chest or passive provider to supply a bit more to the network. So hopefully this will work out as I have planned. I can't see why not. So wonder where all they're going at the moment. Oh, we're just lacking. No, we're not lacking robots to pick it up. So why ain't you? Oh, is it? Oh, plastic. What has happened to you? Have you jammed completely up over here? Probably because these two are full, but we do have cracking set up. But why ain't you working? Did I set up incorrectly? Only work if lights. You will only work if petroleum is less than 300. And petroleum spiral is not less than 300, so why ain't they making anything over here? Oh, it's the coal. Yeah, silly me. And that's why you set up the what's called logistics correct the first time. So let's throw in some coal. That seems to be what's holding us back. That was so stupid. Please, no, you can just stay there. Get free down here to supply coal. You can just get a whole chest, it doesn't really matter. This is missing fuel because of inserters. We should have some inserter on us. So let's just get that made and built. So that should help with all of this not working. At least now we are consuming all of that. And is our iron going down? Let's see, 2.9. We're only consuming 1 point something. So we actually have a huge surplus of iron right now that we can start to throw into things. So hopefully now that means that... oh, we need the coal to get out first. So we can get all of this put into our network and made. Because that actually stopped our entire production, lacking that. Silly me. It's extremely stupid. But that's just the way it goes once in a while. You can't be completely on top of everything all the time. Even though I wish you could. So now plastic is going in. That should get delivered to all our circuits, hopefully fast enough. I think it is fast enough to supply it all. But if it isn't, then we will know very, very soon. But look at that, everything's flowing in very nicely. Robots are starting to relax a bit. This is also building up to 7 supplying for these. These are missing a few productivity modules. Kind of funny that it didn't just fill it up. Oh yeah, it's because I'm using tier 2 ones. Wow, silly of me. No, stop that please. I'd like to do that. There we are. So now we at least have quite a bit of science being produced. How much are we producing? Let's check this out. That's 10 minutes. 10 a minute. That's not bad. The other ones is a lot faster, so that's actually looking good. Utility science, on the other hand, that's gonna need a ton of plastic, and our current plastic production is most definitely not gonna to work with that. So we might move that up here and make a new setup for plastic, and then move it out from down here. Is that the way we're gonna do it? I think it is, but that'll be something we'll look at the start of next episode, I think. Do comment what you think I should do with this area. It's getting kind of hard for me to keep a level head because so many things are going on, and I kind of want to get a lot of things done at the same time, and that way I'm kind of missing a lot of obvious things in this episode, I feel. So hopefully you guys can help me get a bit of clarity on the situation. But yeah, I'll end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.